I don't think I exaggerate if this is the first time on YouTube at least, but probably the internet, that you see this movement from the inside and the workings of this module. Never seen it before. Quite exciting. Subhands are removed, and the first thing we always check if the dial is still centered, and as far as I can see it is. So now I'm going to remove the hands in the center, but first, because it's Valjoux, the hands may be very tight. I always remove just the central second hand first, and I'll show you why. Here, I just removed this second hand for the chronograph, but if you're interested and otherwise get a coffee. You see the pivot of the center second hand is really small, and the ring around it, the blue stuff, is quite wide. If I remove, that is usually the case, remove all three hands at the same time, because if you go underneath they all move upwards. You see that the diameter of even this minute hand is quite wide relative to the pivot of the sweep second from the chronograph. So if you put all three of them push upwards, there is a risk that the blue stuff here moves like this, and it looks horrible. So with Valjoux I always first remove the sweep second, and these are so wide that there's no risk. Well, I hope it's helpful in your endeavors in watchmaking. Let's have a closer look at the dial. Silver dial, dial feet. And then I'm quite curious. Oh, look at that. It is, as far as I can see, a Chronoswiss own complication. Now that is something else. It is an own, here is the GMT. That is nice. So they made a module on top of an existing movement. And no, again, in 10 years this is the first time I see this particular module. Well, this one rotates, and that is pushing that one and that one, and here is the spring that keeps it centered. I never seen this dial side before. Quite exciting, I must say. Beautiful springs, but once we've seen the Gerald Genta springs, nothing can impress us anymore. That was out of this world. It's like a thick plate. Look at this. In our world, this is quite hefty. And I think there was a comment already in the chat. Somebody mentioned straight away quite a thick case, and now we know why. We have to be very careful, because as you can see, those tiny pivots are sticking out. So I hope this makes sense. It is a Valjoux 7750 base movement. So here is the, like this, automatic winding module, that is this layer. Then we have the chronograph layer in here, that is there. This is the actual timepiece. This layer here is calendar function, and this is the Chronoswiss own module and complication. There is a lot going on. This is intriguing. It looks like this wheel is secured from the back or pressed together. Not riveted, but a press fit. Might even be a rivet here in the middle. This screw and that one and that one is securing the module. But I find it a very close call for design to remove this screw. It's just clear of this wheel. Here you see the two wheels, that one and that one, you see, so are pressed together. Not riveted, but pressed. There is some lubrication that shouldn't be there. Very nice. Again, first time I see this. Well, this is more familiar with this spring always under tension. It's under tension, so that bit, that bit, that bit can join the Swiss brace program. So I'm covering them. I can use Rodico and push it up, but I'm going to do it like this. And there it is. The safest way to remove that spring. Do you see the huge amount of oil and debris? The thing is, and there as well, it's a plastic part. It is so black of the old lubrication, and a plastic part like this doesn't have to be lubricated, and definitely not that much. So that is an interesting development. And here you can see that is how the top is driven by that one. The cannon pinion doesn't have the friction that is coming from here. This is a small wheel with a triangular plate underneath. This is the hour counter with the very delicate pivot, so remove that one first. Intricate part. Here the plastic part with the, well, kind of disturbing how dirty it is. Okay, now we can see how it is working. So that one, and it is cool. These are Chronoswiss own parts. Do you see it was sticky to get it out? it is drowning in oil. Just a tiny bit of grease will do the trick. Same there. Oh. Here the hour wheel and the cannon pinion was sticking as well. That one. Here the cannon pinion, and the friction doesn't come from this wheel. I don't think I exaggerate if this is the first time on YouTube at least, but probably the internet, that you see this movement from the inside and the workings of this module. Never seen it before. Quite exciting. First remove the paper clip. We just call it a paper clip over here and in the Dutch watchmaking school. 2004, interesting, Jan and LE, thank you so much. Would it be some graphite to reduce friction on the plastic part? No, there is no friction on the plastic part because it's the stop for the hour counter, and then it's sliding with some friction, so I can't believe it's graphite to reduce friction. So just removed the huge spring, this huge spring, for resetting the hammer, for resetting the chronograph function. So now paper clip, huge spring is gone. Now we can safely remove. Is there anyone who's seen this module before? Because it is extremely rare, and I presume Chronoswiss own a in-house module.